Hey, we are crawling on all fours, and today I've got this great little truck. It's the RGT 136-100 Rock Cruiser V3FD. It's not a new model to the market, but it's new to me. It came out in the end of 2023. It is packed with features. It's very affordable, so it's great for the first-time buyer, and frankly, it's great for an experienced RC enthusiast. Check this video out until the end as we unbox this and go crawling on all fours. Before we actually get started, this is shipped from overseas, and sometimes the overseas translation to English translation are not quite accurate. Bronco, as all known, was recognized as the father of SUV. Well, I didn't know that. Only reshow and renovate the legendary glory, but also reappear the classic design. RGT team would like to bring its charming on 136-100 V3 FD RC car. All right, so there's your specifications. This is a 255 millimeter wheelbase. So this is not your typical 110 like a 12.3 or a 12.8 wheelbase. We got a 390 motor, 2.4 gigahertz, blah, 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 40 amp ESC. So that's going to be a combination fly sky and hobby wing ESC. It does have a 6 kilogram servo. That's going to be something very basic. Comes with a charger, comes with a 7.2 1500 milliamp battery. Oh, RC distance. This can go over 120 meters. Say what? The running time, there you go, over 25 minutes. I don't know about that. We'll see. It does exclude a radio battery, so even though this is a ready-to-run vehicle, it does not have the batteries to go in the actual transmitter. That is not an official color. All that picture is DIY reference only. So I presume they've got some clear bodies that you can buy separately and then DIY paint it to look like that. Other than that, this thing is going to be out of the box and on the rocks. All you need is that other battery and you're ready to go. All right, let's open this up. All right, what do we got here? So we've got our transmitter. Man, that's a good looking truck. Oh, I really like this so far. We've got our manual. Look at that. These are spare axles. Hold on a second. There's no way. You gotta be kidding me. They give you spare axles? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Look at that. Spare axles. There's one for the front, dog bone, and one for the rear. That's really cool. I've never seen anything like that. All right, here's a sticker sheet. Yeah, and this is just straight up satanic. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that one away like right now. I mean, not that I'm gonna make this a race-looking truck, but you know, there are some cool stickers here that would be pretty neat to put on both sides of the truck. But some of them are just a little bit too big. I like this RGT team. Again, it's a little big. Maybe if it were a little bit smaller, you can easily put it on the windows and stuff like that. But I mean, if you're doing like a Camel Trophy type of a truck, why do you only have just the one decal? Like, why not have two? So you can take this off. I'm going to end up taking that off. I don't like that, but not a big deal. But if I wanted to put this on both sides, I only have one of these. That's splitting hairs. All right, so we got a user manual, all your standard stuff. This is going to give you all the parts, descriptions, and part numbers. So if you want to order some replacement parts, you can do that. Here's some option parts. We get some cutters here. Oh, this is such a great looking truck. Look, I've wanted this truck for the longest time since they announced the release of this, but this is not a US spec. So this is basically just available overseas, unless you're buying from like Amazon or eBay or AliExpress. I don't really buy from AliExpress. I don't have an account or anything, and I prefer platforms that I know, like eBay and Amazon. I'm not even sure if it's offered on Banggood, but the price range is really wide. So anything from like a $159 well on up to $350 and up. I paid $220 for this, and that was on Amazon. Good night. This is such a great looking truck. Wow. I'm so impressed with this. So this has a lot of plastic parts, a lot of plastic, molded plastic accessories. Does have rock sliders. These are okay. I mean, they're, looks like they're plastic, and the mounts are plastic as well. So there's gonna be some flex in there. But I mean, that's what you're gonna get from a less expensive crawler like this. Do I say cheap? I don't know about that, because there are some pretty impressive parts to this. So it does come with side mirrors, both passenger and driver side. You got the plastic molded bumper. There's a fair lead on here, but you got a plastic molded grille, and that's really, really nice, as well as lenses. So we got clear lenses on the headlights, as well as tinted lenses for the turn markers. Plastic molded rear bumper. You have a little sticker for the model number, the 136100 V3FD. This is a Rock Cruiser model. It's a 4x4, so they've got this little kind of a license plate mount, which is kind of neat. So if you want to get like a scale license plate, then you can just mount it on here, just drill some holes basically, or maybe put some double sticky tape. So the roof rack is actually multiple pieces. This is not just a single molded accessory. I don't know if you can see that, but there's little screws there. So that screw, there's a screw there, and these parts, these are individual pieces. I wouldn't even call this a feature, but these are all individual pieces. Look at that. I don't know how intentional that was, but that's a really nice feature. That's a very, very scale feature. Not that you're going to be taking these on and off on a regular basis, but I think that's really, really incredible that they could actually do that and keep this at a low cost. All right, let's take the top off. So the body pins and the body posts actually connect down by the bumpers. So once we take these clips out, and these are just like normal body clips. All right, so we do have some lights already connected. So this section here is just for the lights. We've got Dean's connector, and here's the battery. 1500 milliamp nickel metal hydride. I don't know how long that's going to really last. We're looking at a 390 style motor. So this has a single speed, looks like 3-gear transmission. That's a steel rail. We have plastic shock towers. We do have plastic shocks. I do like the red springs. That's a nice little touch. We've got plastic drive shafts on the rear and the front. Standard on these models are metal links. That's all links, so upper links and lower links, which is very cool design, and I appreciate that they have such value in what they offer with their metal parts versus like plastic parts. Another phenomenal, just right out of the box feature with metal parts. We've got, even though we've got the 6-kilogram servo, we've got both the metal steering link as well as the drag link. That's a really nice tire. So that's pretty soft. You can see the squish in the tire. Now there's not a lot of weight to this truck. It's pretty lightweight. It's very lightweight. It's only a few pounds. The body itself, I mean, that weighs almost as much as this. So we've got 1.9 just plastic molded beadlock wheels. They are glued, so if you wanted to take them off, I would like to try and keep these tires. Hey, here's a cool feature. Clip-on wheel upgrade parts are available for option. Okay, cool. Yeah, looks like a beadlock wheel. I don't know what it means by clip-on. And the tire can be replaced as required. Besides, the included wheel nut cover looks better and protects the wheel rim. All right, the shocks are pretty smooth. Feels like there's oil in them already. Yeah, very pleased with just how this feels already. Very, very smooth operation on the shocks. All right, on the inside, you've got the molded bracket here for the lights, as well as the body posts. So this is the front bumper, and those are the front lights. So those body posts are going to go into these holes here. But I like the fact that if I take this off, the body posts are still going to fit into these holes, into this bracket. So on the rear side, this is actually part of the bumper. So if I take this bumper off, then I lose the ability to secure the body down onto the holes, onto the bracket. So the side mirrors are actually screwed down. Very nice. So it's also nice that they give you little clips to hold the wiring in place, and both sides allow for that. So if I wanted to run additional wiring somewhere, if I even needed it, then I've got that little clip. They have thought of just about everything on this little truck to keep this at a low cost. Okay, in order to paint this, it's just this one color, right? So they're going to mask the inside of the windows, and they're going to paint it the one color. But you also have this white cap on the roof. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a separate plastic molded piece. If I wanted, I could take the roof rack off, take this cap off, and I could run this truck with just the one color. All right, so I've taken the screws out of this rack, and I'll lift that off. So it just has those 4 screw holes. But yeah, so when I take this cap off, this is the first time I'm taking this off. So here's the reveal, and there you go. So we've got a full, just one color body. Wow, man, that's really good looking. You know, another cool option, right? So you take that cover off, that cap, and you've got a very simple design if you wanted to run this, you know, very basic. Okay, well, we've got power. I was able to get some batteries for the transmitter, and we're up and running. So as you can see, we've got lights, the front headlights there. That's a standard right out of the box, and it's all wired and ready to go. We also have the amber turn markers there, so I can turn my wheels left, and the left turn marker comes on, turn it to the right, and the right turn marker comes on. I could turn the ambers to a hazard blink. Full hazards are kind of cool, but how long are you going to really run that for while you're crawling? Out of the box, I did have to adjust the steering dual rate, which basically adjusts the full angle and, or I should say the furthest throw of the steering. So if I'm turning it all the way to the right, I can get a full 45 degrees. And then same thing on the left, I've adjusted it. Battery's dead, that's okay. We've actually got a 2-way communication between the ESC and the transmitter. And actually it says car battery. Yeah, so right there, it says car battery on the bottom LED. So it's red. I don't recall whether it was green or whether it was just blank. The ESC, that combination of Hobbywing and FlySky, they talk together so that when the battery goes low and goes dead in the truck, you know in the transmitter, because you will see the red light come on for the car battery. Such a cool feature. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is such a great truck. You get so much for your money out of this thing. Oh, and here's one of the best parts. Ah, love that. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to put some running footage in a future video, as well as some easy entry-level upgrades to improve the performance of this little truck. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, share with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, keep crawling.